And welcome RCSchim in the hangar. If you want to have good audio, maybe you just found the right answer. The reason for you watching this is you are curious about the Hollyland Lark150, a little transmitter, a wireless transmitter that I'm using here. And on the main camera that I'm using today, on the Sony ZV-1, my preferred camera because it can autofocus. Hello. A simple thing, but I like it. On my main camera, I have the receiving unit of the Lark150. I just want to test different audio settings and discover for you if the audio quality is good enough. Hope this is something for you. Stay tuned. Roll the intro. This is the magic black box that everything comes in. But the concept, I like it quite a lot. You have two of those wireless transmitters. They have their own built-in microphone, but you can also plug in a lav mic. If you then reseat it in this little nice box, it charges this, but it also turns it off. Of course, you also have to charge this case. But if you always store your two microphones and the receiving unit in there, it will always be charged, which is really a good thing. Let's talk for a moment what else you get in the box. For outdoor shooting, you get those windshields have like a microphone jack or a headphone jack as a mounting option, and you plug it in where the external mic here would be plugged in, so it sits really firmly. And yeah, it's just very convenient to use. The other option is you can plug in a traditional lav mic, and they supply two lav mics. You can plug them in here and then you just mount it traditionally, and you can have the TX unit somewhere on your body. Or you just roll with the internal mic of this thing here, which I think I will prefer. For windy operations, you don't get the windshield for this thing here, just this standard foam, which will not be a good wind protection on higher wind settings. Two windshields for the T-axis themselves, two T-axis of course, and two such audio cables. This one here is for your phone or for just something that has a headphone jack, where one ring is for the mic and two are for the headphone, and then the black side goes into your Lark receiver. But there's one thing that I've learned. If you use this connector here, you will only have one channel for your microphone on your phone. That's normal, that's the way the phone connector works, but the SAFETRACK feature, which puts one output to the left channel in normal audio levels and one with lower levels to the right channel, this will not work with such a connector on your phone. Just keep that in mind. I didn't know it in the beginning, but then it was clear to me. So the other cable, which looks exactly like this, has just two microphone channels on each side, and this connects to your DSLR or to your camera. And if you connect it that way, then you can have two channels. And here's what the main unit looks like. Very high quality, not too large. A bit large maybe for my small Sony ZV-1, but it's okay. There is this kind of bass noise, the noise floor, the noise level of wireless microphones that initially put me off a bit. It's just a constant high frequency white noise. They told me to increase the gain on the Lark almost to the maximum, but decrease the audio levels on the recording device. This should eliminate this unwanted white noise. We will hear for ourselves if this worked. It's apparent in silent passages. So let's shut up for a second and see if the noise floor increases. Did it? I was filming this, everything I talked until now in the SAFETRACK modus, where I can in post decide between left and right channels, which will have different loudness levels. I can try to speak too loud, which is maybe a very bad behavior, and you can bite your ass yourself for doing this. But with the SAFETRACK feature, you maybe have the more silent version of your audio track. Let me switch to the normal mono mode. Mono. So now I'm in mono mode, and what this does is it records one single channel of audio, because this is only one microphone, and it will copy it to left and right track of your stereo sound that you record with your camera. Now I have both of those microphones at 18 and my camera is cranked down to 20 out of 30, so 2/3 on the camera. So how does this sound? Is the sound quality in stereo better? We can speak to the left and we can speak to the right, and maybe you hear it on your phones, you audiophiles, you binaural nerds. Anyhow, this was the stereo version. I'm in mono and I'm using two microphones, so it will mix down two audio sources to one channel, and then on your video it will copy it to left and right, which is total nonsense. Why would you do that? But you can. Now let's try something. I'm in stereo mode, and now I can just press one button, and this one here should be silent, and only this one records. And now let's activate both again. So you can on the fly mute maybe your interview partner or yourself, or whatever application this gives you for. Oh, that's a nice feature, and it's all very accessible on the receiving unit. I will show you the possible runtime of one of those batteries. Good thing is you have two of them. If you only record yourself, you can have the spare always charged, and if this one runs dry on you, you just swap it. The receiving device also has a battery. If this runs flat, you cannot charge it while you use it. That's for those long duration shots, it's maybe not the right thing. You see your battery indicator, and I have 3 out of 4 bars while playing around with it for half an hour or so. Until now I recorded everything with the Lark, and now in comparison, R0de Videomic Pro, a little device with $50–60, something like this. I will switch to this. I'm on the R0de Videomic Pro. How does this sound? Do you notice that the white noise, the noise floor is down if I shut up now? Do you hear less noise than you heard with the wireless micro? So, what do you think? Those are my two options. Just for the fun of it, I will record a bit with my a bit aged but still very good Zoom H1, which I use for my external recordings. It's like a little SD card recorder. It's also a very good stereo microphone setup here, which you can cover with a wind muffler. And you can also, of course, attach an external microphone. So I could use this as the recording device to record what Lark transmits wirelessly to me. So this recorder would sit in my pocket, the receiver of Lark as well, and the wireless transmitter on my chest. Thing with these external recorders is you have to sync this to your video, which is additional work, but of course those things have quite good sound quality. So now let me switch the video micro up there to the Lark again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, test. Now I have the Lark150 in mono mode, and I'm also recording on the Zoom H1. How is the sound quality? Now I'm talking to the Lark in a normal voice. And now I'm talking to the Zoom H1, and you will be hearing the Zoom H1. How does it differ? Okay, next little fun experiment. On the one side I have the Lark150 in mono mode with their lav mic, and on the other side I have the Zoom H1 with the R0de lav mic, which is more expensive. Is the R0de lav mic better? than the Hollyland Lark mic that they supply you? I think so, but we will hopefully hear the difference. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the sound of the lav mic on the Lark. And now 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the sound of the lav mic from R0de on Zoom H1 recorder. Did you hear a lot of difference? This is the more expensive and more work-intense situation. So I hope that the Lark sounds good. So now I have the Lark lav mic here on the Zoom recorder. How does it sound? Now I'm talking to the Lark lav mic on the Zoom. And I have the R0de lav mic on the Lark Wireless, which I'm talking to now. How does the R0de lav mic sound? Does it sound better? And this is now their own lav mic. Did you hear any difference, or are they about the same? I swapped back to the R0de lav mic. This is now the R0de lav mic. Is it better than the Lark lav mic? It's a lot of sound samples. Bear with me. Your advantage now is you already know about the quality. I didn't hear it now, so I will go back to my computer and do a lot of research, do a lot of listening with good headphones to the sound quality. Is it sufficient for my taste? I don't have the highest standards to audio, but I love to have good or decent audio quality, while at the same time it should be easy to use for me. And with this wireless thing, yeah, it's just the freedom of moving around. The range is, I've seen videos where they got to around 100 meters, but only if you have line of sight. If you turn around, it will be blocky, it will be, audio will be away. So don't go way too far from the camera, but you can have nice shots where you like enter your scene, be 20 meters away and still have good audio quality because you have your audio recording device always with you. So here on my RF spectrometer, you see this here is normal Wi-Fi, 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, noisy in the background. And those red spikes are different occasions that are turned on. The wireless transmitter and receiver, 3 seconds to turn on or just take them out of the case. So watch what happens if they can communicate. Take some time until it finds it. Watch here. Yeah, now it has something. And it shows those 2 channels here for transmit and receive. And as I said, in the background you see the spikes of the previous connection attempts. It always chooses something between 2.4 and 2.480. So it just stays on the standard Wi-Fi band and kind of tries to avoid noisy areas. Like it maybe saw that my Wi-Fi is here and chose something neighboring this. So I don't expect much interference from Wi-Fi's unless you're in a very crowded area. And this is one of the little issues I found, and also others had this problem. If you connect it to your t-shirt like this, it will never sit flush like this unless you have a really tight shirt, but it will like tilt forwards. You can try to mount it here on your shoulder almost, then it's a bit better, but it doesn't degrade your video, your sound quality. And when you're finished with your audio recording, you put everything into the magic box again, and you see on the display here as well that it's charging. If it's orange, it's charging. So plug in this case so it charges everything and is ready to go the next time I need it. They send you a nice set of different sticker skins for your microphone. If you don't like the standard design, you can apply some stickers. If you have some questions about this product, let me know in the comments below. I'm more than happy to answer your questions, read your feedback, whatsoever. I hope I didn't forget anything, but there are a ton of reviews out there. My main focus on this review today was to test the audio quality for you guys, as you are maybe interested in buying these, and also for me, myself, to decide if I keep using this on a daily basis now, if it is convenient enough and if the quality is good. I hope so. If so, hear you quite soon in perfect audio quality in my next review or flight video or whatever. I appreciate your hanging around here. Subscribe to my channel if you are an audiophile and found my channel via this review. I do a lot of drone videos, dive videos, actions, reviews, action cams, all that stuff. You will not be disappointed. If you want to support my channel, also consider Patreon. I have a nice and growing Patreon community, which I'm very thankful for. Thanks a lot, guys, on Patreon. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.